Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. It's that time of year in the football calendar. Champions are being crowned and awards are being given. Of course, in FC26 right now, there's special recognition going on for those who have won in European competitions. And while one of these teams of players leaves PAX today, another team is expected to come soon. And it might be the craziest team of all of these that we're going to get. There are so many overpowered cards that are going to drop here very soon for the Women's Champions League final winning squad of FC Barcelona. We're going to take a look at what players are coming out, what stats some of them may have, and what it could do to the market because these cards are going to be so highly sought after. But before we get there, we got to talk about today's content on Monday. There's two big things I want to bring to the table. The first of which is our favorite game mode, our bi-weekly release of the Ultimate Gauntlet 18 is returning. There's end of an era rewards this time around for this mode, so we'll take a look at that. And the second thing is upgrades. We're not talking about upgrade packs, although please, EA Sports, do something with the upgrade packs right now. The 81 plus pick and the TOTS crafting upgrade, as we've been saying for the last 3 days, is not good enough. But upgrades in terms of card stats, we're finally going to be getting a third playstyle plus and some plus ones for those players in the fantasy promo that won the respective leagues. Let's talk about it all. If you're excited for this one, drop a thumbs up in the video, hype the video, and of course subscribe if you are new. Now, yesterday's Sunday content, I won't lie, was a little bit lackluster. We had a new evolution, and it's another one of those evos that does not have a maximum rating requirement on the Evo, but it just gives playstyles. Called the Dash and Dazzle Evo. It's twice repeatable. It is 20,000 coins, and you get technical, quick step, first touch, rapid, press proven, and trickster up to A-based playstyles in this Evo. Again, the pull to this and the reason why it is 20,000 coins is the fact that you can put 92, 93, 94 rated cards into this Evo. This Sophia Wilson actually gets a solid boost of the rapid and press proven playstyles. It says first touch there. That's one of the things that I would really like EA to fix in the Evo previews in this game. She has first touch plus. She's not going to get first touch base playstyle because she already has the plus. But here, of course, in the preview, it shows that it would give first touch base. She's actually going to get rapid and press proven for the Sophia Wilson, very popular Team of the Year SBC card that we had there. But R9, Mbappe, Maradona, and Kaká were even other versions people were putting into this evolution. It's 20,000 coins. If you find a player that fits good for you, then absolutely go ahead and do it. It's another one of those Evos that most people will look at and say, it's okay. And that's really all that it is. It's nothing crazy. It's just okay. Let's go to SBCs, though, where we had the second very affordable Bernardo Silva SBC of the year. The FUT Birthday Bernardo Silva took the game by storm a couple of months back when we could customize the playstyles to our liking. This Bernardo Silva is kind of taking over again for a cheap center mid, center attack and mid player with 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, great stats, great play styles, and of course the playstyle pluses, and a price that is very, very cheap. Only come in at 141,000 coins just for squads to complete. So this SBC is great value once again. Now, as somebody who did the FUT Birthday Bernardo Silva way earlier in the year, or I guess it wasn't that long ago, right? As we said, a couple of months. It's just not a card that I'm really looking to use again personally. If I was a City fan, if I was Portuguese, then yeah, I would want to get this done. Or if it's a card you just want to collect because it is cheap, then by all means, go for it. But at least for me right now, I got to be a little careful with my fodder and be smart with where I put it because we're 17 of 36 squads through Salah. I want to do the Antoine Griezmann. By the way, I played 4 games of Weekend League yesterday. He was in every single Weekend League team. That card is everywhere. And, you know, there's other SBCs that are needing some of my fodder at the moment as well. So for the Bernardo Silva, sure, it is a good one. I think it is good value, but I think I'm going to be skipping that one, and I feel like a decent number of people are going to be feeling the same thing, skipping that SBC just because of the fact that there's more end of an eras to come, and he already had an SBC this year that a lot of people were able to do. Now, yesterday's content in SBCs continued with a Buffon card. Finally, Buffon has gotten himself an SBC in this game, and hey, this is a goalkeeper card that a lot of pros use. I learned yesterday. He only has 2 playstyle pluses, but they're the most important ones for a goalkeeper, and it is Buffon. Now, on the market, he was about 340, 350,000 coins to buy. This SBC is coming in at about 380K. It is downvoted, and I think I kind of agree with that. But if this is a goalkeeper that you just want to have, if you want to have Buffon in your club, whether for the Gauntlet squads that we're going to be playing this week or just for a goalkeeper item that you haven't used that yet this year, it is not a terrible SBC, but I wouldn't say that it's incredible value at the same time. Also, yesterday we had the Bundesliga TOTS guarantee pack released. Of course, we can do that 2 times. That's the Harry Kane, the Michael Olise chase right there. And we had the 90 plus 1 of 3 Encore Icon player pick. So they went from a 1 of 4 89 plus to a 1 of 3 90 plus. Still has the same cards inside of it. It's an 86, 87, and 2 88 rated squads coming in at 123,000 coins. And as you can see, it is downvoted. As we were talking about yesterday on the stream, icon picks, and we've said this a lot this year, especially in the past few months, icon picks just don't have the same allure that they used to have for some reason. It just like, maybe it's the repetitiveness of the weight being so poor on them that we're kind of just like, yeah, we're not going to open those now and spend our hard-earned fodder on that because we'd rather put it into guaranteed player SBCs or other SBCs that feel like we have a chance at getting something good instead of just gambling it away on an icon pack or pick. Now, I want to talk about the market a bit, guys, because we saw prices drop and drop and drop. But it kind of looks like the market is stabilizing now. After yesterday, you had some drops in the morning, you had some rebounds after that, and player prices are still kind of in the same range. Like Harry Kane right now has 2 undercuts here at 950 and 960, but his price has been around 980 to 990 for the past couple of hours. And I mean, yesterday early on Sunday, he was 880,000 coins, rose up to 1.04, and only is down a little bit since then. If you take a look at other places in the market, you sure did have a couple of drops yesterday at a couple of times, like Gabriel was down at 469, but he's kind of been around 480 to 500 since then. I mean, currently sitting at 494 in the market. Most cards yesterday in Ultimate Team of the Season didn't continue to crash like we maybe thought that they would, but this is actually a good sign. If you're wanting to buy somebody for your team to try them out for Weekend League for the next couple of days, maybe for the Gauntlet, if player prices are going to stabilize a bit and if the crashing is kind of over, then it might be a safer time to pick up a couple of these players for your team. Now, Harry Kane could very easily be 900,000 coins flat later tonight on Monday. I'm not saying that the market's only going to go up from here or this is the low point for Ultimate Team of the Season cards, but I do think it's safer to buy these if you want to put them in your team and use them for Weekend League. The best advice I can give you for trading still right now is get involved in out-of-pack specials on bid. It's the best thing to do right now because nobody is wanting to bid on the market. Nobody's wanting to put that little bit of effort in. So if you find cards that are in your budget that you see fluctuations on, if you look at the footbin graphs, then you are going to make some incredibly easy coins. Yesterday, Pau Kubarsi went from 106K up to 140,000 coins. And on Saturday, he was 93. Wow, he's been rising. So like maybe this guy today goes from 110 up to 140 again. If you can get him at 110, that's the sort of fluctuation that you can trade with right now. It is pretty easy to make coins in that regard in the market. And of course, it's always easy to make coins on fodder. We're talking about the 85s, buying them for 850, 900, maybe even 1,000 coins. These cards are probably going to go above 1.5K today. If I had them, I'd list them at 1.7 to 2,000 coins. Same thing with the 86s, and the 87s are kind of moving up. The 88s are kind of moving up. The 89s and 90s are continuing to hold their prices because a lot of people are doing the Salah SBC and the Griezmann and other SBCs that are out right now as well. So market was kind of like uneventful yesterday in a way, or maybe slightly eventful because prices didn't move as much. I have invested in a couple of the Villa Europa League final winner cards because these cards go out of packs today. They're very rare. And even with the big team that is upcoming for the women's Barca squad, I think these cards could be decent investments. They are rising, guys. As we talked about in the stream yesterday, we expected these cards to rise, but I'll be honest, I expected them to drop and then rise. I thought we'd be talking about prices for Lindelof here that were low, ready to buy, and already he's up to 500,000 coins. He was 400K for most of the day yesterday. A card like Buendia, I picked up for Foot Champs at 1.28, and now he's 1.52. I don't really plan on selling this card now. I don't plan on selling the 2 Ollie Watkins that I bought for 500K because he's only a couple cards away from 600,000 coins. People are picking these up as they know they're going out of packs. They're very rare on the market, as we had talked about they were going to be, and yeah, they're not getting supplied anymore, and people want to use them. So that's why these cards are kind of moving up. I was just hoping that they would drop in price late Sunday night or even early into today on Monday so that we could get some opportunities to buy. I'm actually going to pick up a Morgan Rogers for 810 right there because sure, he was 720 yesterday, but this is a guy that a lot of people want to use. He might be going to 900K plus today. Like, I'm going to put some of my coins in these rare cards because I know people want to use them. And if there's anybody for your team that you're wanting to buy here from this team, I would highly recommend trying to get a bid or a snipe, not to hold these cards for long, but just for the short term. They should be going up today as they do rise out of packs. Now, the reason I say these cards may not rise for the long term is because the team that is coming in packs next as a full winner's squad of 96 rated 3 playstyle plus 5-star items is the women's Barca team. Now, these are not official stats, and we don't have anything official related for this team yet, but we know that it's going to be coming next, or they should be the next team that is getting released because they won, of course, on Saturday, the Women's Champions League final. Now, the man of the match, or woman of the match from that game was Payor. I know Samba Parluelo had the 10.0 match rating if you go and take a look on SofaScore, but according to the Champions League official page, I do believe it was Payor who was woman of the match. So she would be the one that would be getting 4 playstyle pluses instead of just 3 like the rest of the team. But guys, look at the players that are going to be getting cards in this team. Remember, the full starting 11 gets a card unless they already have a road to the final, which there are a couple, Paredes and Vicky Lopez, so they won't be getting a new card. But the whole entire starting 11 plus a couple of players who were on the bench or maybe didn't even play, they're going to fill out basically 14 players and put them into packs for this women's Barca team. So look at the names here. We're going to have Cole in net. We're going to have Ona Batier. She just had a team of the season. We're going to have Mapi Leon. That's going to be a cracked card. Esme Brooks, her team of the season card's cracked. We're going to have Diaz, Guijaro, Puteas, Hansen, Payor, and Salma Parluelo, all getting 96 rated 3 playstyle plus cards that are 5/5. Of course, as we mentioned, Payor would be 4 PS pluses. But wait, there's more. Claudia Pina is going to get another special card. Aitana Bonmati is going to get another card. Kika Nazareth, she does have the showdown, but I think she'll still get one here. We'll have to see. And Kamara are going to get special cards as well. So that is a ridiculous team of super meta cards. I mean, you look at the number of items that Claudia Pina has. She has the team of the year that's 95, and this team of the season with 4 playstyle plus is this 96 or 97. Add a 96 rated 5-star card into the mix here. That's going to be a crazy item. And then you look at some of the rest of these players in here. Like, again, Graham Hansen just had an SBC, but she's going to be getting a 96 rated card. Puteas has the team of the year and the team of the season. Batier has a 94 rated TOTS card, and now we're going to go to 96. Esme Brooks' card looks insane as a team of the season item. Now take this card and give it +2. Holy cracked. This team is going to be ridiculous. And there's so many players that people want to use. Imagine Samba Parluelo. This card as a 96 rated. Not with 99 shooting probably, but 99 pace for sure. Mid to high 90s dribble, mid to high 90s shooting, over 90 passing, and 5/5. This card's going to be blazing fast and insane in game. So all I'm saying is whenever this team drops, it could be today, could be tomorrow, could be Wednesday, could be Thursday. We really don't know when this team is going to drop. But whenever it does, it is going to command some attention from the market. And I actually think we could see maybe a few dips in prices on these Europa League winner players, maybe even some of these Ultimate Team of the Season cards that will still be in packs because those cards are going to demand so much attention and people are going to want to use them. So I'd be a little bit careful with these for sure. coming, but I still think you can buy some cards because, again, we don't have any official stats leaked for these cards just yet. But once we do, and once we see from the leakers what day this is going to be, we'll be able to plan around the market a little bit better. But just know this team is going to be crazy hype with all those players. Now, speaking of the cards who won't get items, like Vicky Lopez didn't play. She's got the road to the final card. This is going to go up to a 96 rated. This could get upgraded today. We're going to be looking for some other upgrades for other cards. Irene Paredes did play in the game, started center back. She's not going to get another 96 rated card. This is going to get upgraded to 96, and that will be her card. So what you'll probably see is somebody from the bench that didn't actually get subbed on potentially get a card and get into this winners release team for the Women's Champions League so that they can fill out enough players for the squad there. So that's just a big warning, I guess you could say, of what is to come. There's one last caveat to this. I don't think EA is going to delay the women's winners cards like they did last year. I think last year was just some sort of anomaly with the women's Arsenal squad players, but just watch out for the leaks. As we said, we're going to get official stat leaks pretty soon before these cards drop in game. So watch out for official news related to that and just get your coins ready. Now, let's talk about what is happening today on Monday, because Ultimate Team of the Season continues with the end of an era content. And one of the cards that you maybe have seen on Footbin, but you're like, where is he in game? Well, he's finally going to be found today in game because it was leaked on Friday after Goretzka was showing up on Footbin, but nowhere to be found in game, that he is going to be the Gauntlet reward for Ultimate Gauntlet 18 coming out today. Those are his official stats. That's his official card and dynamic image and everything. He's 4-star, 4-star, bruiser, intercept, and incisive. Amazing playstyle pluses. Maybe not the best of stats, but he is going to be our Gauntlet card. Now, I was just looking here in game to see if I could see the rewards, because normally you can see the rewards inside of here. It kind of shows on that right side where there's nothing right now, but it shows nothing at the moment for Ultimate Gauntlet 18. So very curious to know what the rewards are going to be beside the Goretzka. Probably some playstyles, of course, some packs, maybe another end of an era inside of this as well. So definitely keep an eye out for the Gauntlet rewards. It's always worth playing. It's the best game mode that we have in this game. You switch between all of your squads. You get your wins. It doesn't take that long, but the rewards are unique, and the rewards are very good. So, again, those are the official Goretzka stats. They should have chosen this dynamic or this dynamic for the card instead of this one, but that is the Goretzka that we got. So watch out for that today. That's the first thing that we have to be watching for. The second thing is, guys, with the leagues actually ending, we're hopefully going to be getting some upgrades today. Now, today is a holiday, of course. It's a bank holiday. In a lot of places, it's also a holiday. It's Memorial Day in the USA. So this may hurt the chances of cards getting upgraded, but who knows? Mondays have been days where fantasy cards have gotten their upgrades. And since La Liga is over, since the Premier League is over, all their games have been played, I do believe. I don't think there's any kind of like last minute games that are happening today. I think it was all done yesterday. We are finally going to see this card and all the other fantasy cards who we've been waiting for upgrades get their upgrades. Now, once again, what is this Cancelo? One of the best SBCs that we've had in a while. What is he going to be getting today? Since Barca won the league, he's going to get a +1 overall to a 91 rated, and he's going to get a third playstyle plus. Now, I've already put the pinged pass plus on Cancelo. Unfortunately, whatever PS plus he gets today through the live upgrade will probably overwrite that one that I put on his card. So I will lose that pinged pass plus today unless it is pinged plus that EA do give this card. We'll just have to see. But that's just the first card that's going to be upgraded today, right? Lewandowski from Barca is supposed to be upgraded as well today. You're going to be looking at players like Victor Gyökeres, the Gervinho card, because the league is over, right? Zaire Emery. I think Zaire Emery and PSG already got upgraded for winning the cup, but yeah, he's already got 3 playstyle pluses, so that's not going to be an upgrade that comes for him today. But any of these cards, Park Ji-sung, we've been waiting on for ages for him to get his upgrade. He's finally going to get an upgrade, I believe, today. Wait, he's already got 3 playstyle pluses. That must have happened last time around. Upgraded May 18th. So it happened last week. I digress. A little behind on that one. But all of these cards, specifically Cancelo, this is the biggest one. But Gyökeres and Gervinho as well would be in a part of this. All the cards who are awaiting upgrades because they won the league should be getting upgrades today for the fantasy cards. We finally reached that point where all the games are over, so the upgrades should be coming out. This Cancelo will be the most talked about one for sure. Now, we're also expecting a lot of showdown upgrades. We're talking Lissandro Martinez. We're talking Valera, Kika Nazareth, right? That's the big question that I have. She's going to get a +2 for a showdown card. Will EA still give her that card in packs as well for the UEFA Women's Champions League winners team? Not quite sure. But watch out for those fantasy upgrades today. That is a pretty big deal. And the last thing, but maybe the biggest thing, we have 5 days left, if you're counting today, of Ultimate Team of the Season. We just need EA Sports an upgrade pack grind. You do your 84x10s, you do a couple of other small packs like the 86x2 and your provisions and stuff like that. And then you're like, well, it's not even worth opening too many packs because like a TOTS crafting upgrade right now, what are you going to pack? You're going to pack some fodder, but we just need something else. Like, I don't know what they're going to drop today. If they're going to do an eFigs related pack, we've been saying like all week, oh, EA should drop an eFigs related pack because, you know, it is Ultimate Team of the Season and that's what they've done before. Well, maybe EA was holding off on dropping a pack because they were going to make it really good, and we're going to see today that they're going to make it good and they didn't want it out during the weekend. I don't know. Or they're not going to drop anything special today. It's just going to be a refresh of the 81+ player pick, and we're going to be like, EA, how have you dropped a 36 squad Salah and given us no real way to grind him in the slightest with a chance at getting the high-rated fodder? So that's a huge part of content today that we're really, really closely watching, because it better bring some big upgrade pack content to this game today, or else, well, I don't know what, but, you know, it's going to be a lot harder to craft the Salah. A lot of you guys are probably going to be like, what is the point of opening packs right now? It's Ultimate TOTS without the pack grind that we need to have. Now, the last thing could be maybe another end of an era player SBC, but other than that, the biggest thing that we're watching out for today is definitely leaks. Not just leaks related to this, but also leaks related to the World Cup mode, right? As we talked about in yesterday's video, that's a big thing coming in just 2 days. It's coming on Wednesday, and we await official news as to how the World's game, the World Cup mode, is going to look. I was trying to scroll for a real quick tweet here, one of the ones that we had in yesterday's video, but I think I'm going to have to go back pretty far to find it. That's the biggest thing that we're really curious about right now. What leaked information are we going to get related to the World Cup mode? Since we are only 2 days away from that, I would have to imagine that there's going to be some information divulged about that today. So if it does drop, we will be covering it. Make sure you're subscribed up here to the channel. Make sure you're followed up here to the channel, because the World Cup is very fastly approaching and we will be there. I got to finish some Foot Champs games off stream right now. I'm going to hold on to this Morgan Rogers that we bought for 810 and cross the fingers that it ends up being a good buy. And then Buendia and a couple of other Ollie Watkins are going to be hopefully bringing us some profit at these cards. Go out of packs today. The Villa cards are leaving packs. And then maybe sometime the next couple days we'll have the women's Barca team coming as well. I wish we had a definite date for that, but we don't, unfortunately. If I'm going to guess for the women's Barca team, I'm going to guess Tuesday. Then they go Tuesday to Thursday, and then they go Saturday to Monday for the live card team releases. That's just my guess. We will have to see, but I will see you guys in another video tomorrow. I won't be streaming today, as I was mentioning earlier on the stream, because it is a holiday. So if it's a holiday for you, if you're off, enjoy the day, and I will see you guys in a video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great Monday. Peace out.